From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Our first morning in several mornings that wasn't kind of soggy across eastern Oklahoma. Over the last 5 days, there have been some really heavy rainfall totals. Again, by August standards, we usually don't see rains this widespread, this heavy. But this has been kind of an unusual summer from a rainfall standpoint, especially July and August. Particularly Monday and Tuesdays when we had those really, really heavy swaths of rain. So you can see those totals, 4.5 to 5.5 inches from Okmulgee and Okemah to Stigler and Poteau, down towards Eufaula and Webbers Falls. And then lighter totals outside of that, about 2 inches officially in Tulsa. But again, it varies. South side of the metro had a lot more, northern sides had less. And the drought-stricken areas, once again, the ones that really need it the most, had some of the lighter totals, but at least had some heavy downpours around Bartlesville, Copan, up towards Coffeyville, but still need more. Current drought monitor, these get released every Thursday, and again, it's just a kind of a small pocket at this time, at this point, but that just keeps missing out from southeast Kansas, northern Osage County, northern Washington County. That's where the extreme to exceptional drought continues. But elsewhere, we've seen improvement. The most notable improvement for the past week with the most recent rains kind of fits up where I just showed you on the rainfall amounts, where those heaviest swaths of rain fell over the last several days. Out the door today, again, it's dry. It's pretty much sunny. Southeastern Oklahoma, a few clouds. But notice Old Glory not moving very much. Winds are pretty light compared to some of the breezy days we've had recently. That adds to kind of how uncomfortable the heat and humidity can be today. 86, heat index of 91. Dew point of 70, but again, a 5-mile-an-hour breeze. Now, are you going to get it done if you need a cooling wind this afternoon? The dew points are even stickier south and east of Tulsa, upper 70s. That is just flat out very, very muggy across southeastern Oklahoma. That's not going to change much. In fact, unfortunately, that gets worse before it gets better. As we head into Friday and Saturday, and as I always say, when we get to the top end of the muggy meter, that's not where we want to be. That means it's going to be miserably muggy through the weekend, hopefully improving a little bit next week. That means the heat index values are about to soar after this stretch here over the last several days where we've been relatively below normal. A little toasty today, but then just flat out sweltering Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where we have the most sunshine, and cloudier spots might be slightly better off. We are looking for being able to trim those back a little bit early next week. Monday and Tuesday, another front is nearby, so that should help us out. But the weekend, setting up a pretty good lake pool weekend, that's for sure. Mid-80s right now, but again, heat index values well above that, feeling more like the 90s in most spots, and we'll keep climbing this afternoon. Highs today, as far as what the thermometer is going to read, anywhere from about 89 and 92, which again, for this time of year, is still pretty close to normal, actually a degree or two below normal. Tomorrow morning, here we go again. Another chance for some morning thunderstorms. It looks like generally near just south of Tulsa is where those storms will bubble up, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Not out of the question. 1 or 2 could be strong to severe with mainly some pockets of hail, some localized heavy rain. And then kind of right on cue, we get past sunrise and past about 8 to 9 o'clock. Most of those should move away. We'll be dry for the afternoon hours, highs low to mid-90s. Late in the day tomorrow, but more so towards late Friday night, is when we're going to be watching on the Oklahoma-Kansas state line for some additional storms to fire up. So tonight, tomorrow morning, but more so Friday night and Saturday morning, Saturday night and Sunday morning. We're going to continue with storm chances, trying to break up the heat a little bit, but they're mostly going to be in those morning time frames, which means stormy at times in the morning and then back to hot and muggy in the afternoon hours. Now, the higher humidity means that we probably won't make a run at 100, so we're keeping it in the upper 90s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But look down here, heat index value is nearing 110, so it's going to be really steamy over the weekend. Again, a reminder, today is an ozone alert day in the Tulsa metro, by the way. But steamy over the weekend, morning storm chances, and then trying to trim temperatures back at least a little bit early next week with another front for Monday and Tuesday.